everybody, this is Tyll'a, and I'm here with another Star Trek Online Tyll'achievements Interim video. So let's load into Kronos and see what's going on with this. Got cannons up to level 14, nice. So, looking at the endeavors, it's looking like it's going to be Storm's. Oh, it's yesterday's endeavor box that I forgot about. But anyway, I'm going to be doing Storming the Spire. I am going to be doing some. Red Alert will probably be on Fed side. But let's get rid of some of this stuff that I don't need. There we go, got the yellow. And I got a perk point. I'm going to take my damage resist upgrade. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue for Storming the Spire. Oops. Not on normal. Yeah, I'm doing all this on advance. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, those two only exist on normal. And there really isn't a very good place to go. Alright. Storming the Spire popped. Okay. So yep, fighting off these bots here. So yeah, we're just fighting off these bots here. And while I'm doing that, so sorry about that. Yeah, we're getting this. So yeah, we're just gonna keep shooting these Voth. So we're getting toward that 4-minute mark. Here we got more Voth. Down below 3 minutes on this phase, so goodbye, Voth. And we're coming down to the 1.5-minute mark. So I'm just going to keep clearing out these Voth as we come down toward that 1-minute mark. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Goodbye, Dreadnought. And coming to 2-minute mark here. Minute and a half. And yeah, I mean, we got that Dreadnought optional. I think we got the shuttles optional as well. Assuming enough of them spawn. Oh, there's one. It's gone. And another one. Yeah, we've got this. And we're down below a minute. We're down below a minute. Below half a minute now, and we're letting no Voth escape. And that is Task Force complete and got the Universal. I am going to take the fleet marks. And Dilithium spec point. Well, half a quarter of spec point. You know what I mean. You know what I mean with that. Question now is, do I want to put that on this character? Or do I want to send it over to Fedside? You know what? Since I have... Yeah, I'm just gonna be sending that over to Fed side. That's what I'm gonna be doing with that. Anyway. So, what I'm going to do now is queue for all of these. I'm going to go to Klingon Academy to start setting up more duty officers. Okay. So adding back to Kronos. Okay. So yeah, just hoping one of these task forces pops. Question is, do I want to work on some story mission stuff while I wait for the queue? 120. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think I am going to do some story missions. butterfly. And then, of course, Operation Wolf pops.
Everyone's here? Good. Let's get a team one.
Alright, let's get this going.
Operation is locked down. Use the exocomp to get the doors open.
Alrighty.
Get to the consoles down in the security hub.
Oh, that was stupid. I hit the wrong thing.
Deploy exocomps to the consoles. Once all three are set, they'll start tracking the security system.
That's what I meant to do.
Oh boy, this is going to be great. This system won't even know what hit it. I'll cut through the security like a hot knife through soft butter.
Okay, got the red.
Started their hack. Keep them in one piece.
Attention, terrorists. Your efforts here are doomed to fail. Time to die well.
Heads up! They're using flight-to-flight transporters to beam troops in. System hack is 25%.
Perhaps my orders weren't clear. Stop the terrorists now!
Honestly, I'm so glad this one's a green. Because it's restoring shields on the ground, which is a massive pain, even as a green endeavor.
System hack is 50%. Keep those exocomps working.
Bring me their heads, or you'll all spend your final moments in an agonizer booth.
Ouch! Feeling a lot less optimal over here. Almost there. System hack is 75%. Watch your exocomps.
So, yep, I'm just,
That's it! Security system bypass complete!
Security team, report to operation. Do not let anyone inside.
That door control should allow you to open the blast door now.
alright, just opening up this door.
Deploy exocops as the database before the Terrans delete all the files.
Lita, I don't have time to waste on your lackey. Face me yourself, coward!
Okay, Doc. Let's do this.
Transporter room, now!
Oh boy, here we go again.
Let's do this.
Okay, here we go. Keep those exocops intact so we can get what we came here for. That'll happen. They're really people of ours.
You won't get rid of me that
The exocom at console beta is damaged. Get it back online.
All technicians, report to ops. Delete the database before they steal it from us. Not today, cretins.
Bye. Good to go. Back to work.
You won't get rid of me that
Data acquisition at 25%. Keep it up.
Transporter room, emergency transport.
Okay.
Shoot to kill, you idiots. Not today, cretins.
Data acquisition at 50%. Watch out for trouble.
Shoot to kill, you idiots. Transporter room, now.
That'll happen. They're really people of ours.
Alright.
Shoot to kill, you idiots.
Data acquisition at 75%. You're almost there.
You really must think highly of yourself if you thought you had it. Shoot to kill, idiots!
Ouch. Feeling a lot less optimal over here.
Transporter room, emergency transport!
Alright, we're almost done with phase 2 of this.
Data acquisition complete. Well done. Now
Twin the Tiger! Get me out of here!
Okay. And now for the boss.
New plan. Don't die while I come up with a better plan.
This is Quinn. Beat in the crew. Bring the anti-personnel missiles online. Flush them out like the vermin they are.
Keep up the pressure. You put us against it, but it's still in the fight.
Fire the missile! Fire the main phaser! Divert power to weapon systems and fire at will!
Woo! You're actually doing this! Amazing!
Lock phasers and missiles! Destroy them!
Okay, I was trying to just take some shield damage there.
Give me maximum firepower!
Oh, that runabout's in bad shape now. Keep fighting!
Inconceivable! I have never faced defeat! This is
And task force complete.
Woo-hoo! So long, Quinn! I'm envious. I've wanted to pop that pompous gas bag for years now.
Hey, crafting mats energy growth's nice. I'm gonna just dump all these fleet marks into there. Now, all that's left for this is the Green Endeavor, and I am going to be doing that using story missions. Okay.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anorax in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet. Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
Okay.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines. We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival. Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century. Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into their current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Tyll'achi or the Solar? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now. The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
Okay.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war. Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace. The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect. So we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion. It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline alteration. This is not your average holo novel. Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in the system should be close to current reality.
Alright. Off to the holodeck.
Captain, you're alive! We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured. Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing, and... The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
Sir, I tried to fight them off. The boarding parties, the Gemhead are. We have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth too.
This is not good.
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart. I'll be fine, Captain. Just rattle.
Yep, saving the people.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment
then I'll be ready to fight.
Incoming hail!
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
Good thing it's just a simulation. Okay, well that didn't work.
Hello.
You're not the person I want to talk to. You are.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions, and we've been able to piece together what happened from those. From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers. Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
All right.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur. No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you, and that you don't understand, and leave chaos in your wake. Now, you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, does that sound like something someone like you should be doing? None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause a solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace. If it safely passes without entering underspace, it can continue on its trip home and bypass the Vaadwaur entirely. The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaadwaur never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your noses into our business. So, we're attempting to see how the elimination of the Vaadwaur will change the formation of the Delta Alliance. You will be a member. Team.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaadwaur, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest. Noy funnels that passion to help his people into his work. Perhaps it will change everything. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Okay.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But now, I think he was right. No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle. Eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real, and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard, and see how you like it.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. I have a commitment to my people and my planet that supersedes any other concerns. We don't need outsiders telling us what to do. If the Tyll'achians want to talk, they can come to us directly.
Yeah, this is not really working either.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Tyll'achians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Tyll'achian space to avoid hierarchy attacks. Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Tyll'achians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Tyll'achians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Tyll'achians strenuously deny. The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports. Good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy. What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us what people say about us. Mercenaries. Honorless. Ha! They all deny it, but we know. Now we look out for ourselves. Fine, run back to the Benthans. I'll be here if you want to talk business.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
Okay, that didn't work.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted steady growth of hierarchy territory. Reports of abductions in areas near hierarchy space have increased by 77.2%. However, this data has not been confirmed by outside sources because few Delta Quadrant species are willing to share information with the Federation. Further investigation is needed.
Ambassador's log, stardate 87234.5. Our allies in the Kiana system have been invaded by hierarchy forces. The Kiana colony is a small farming community with no strategic value, so the attack simply doesn't make sense. According to one survivor we managed to find, the hierarchy were working with the Tyll'achi. The Tyll'achi took captives to an unknown location.
Then I go back to talk to Noi.
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill. Maybe if you had been a better negotiator, you would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy. Then, at least we would have had a chance. This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either. We'll have to try something else.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the Krenim. Thank you for helping us get this far. We'll keep working.
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on you. I just want to be able to fix all of this. We can't turn back time, but we can change it. Please speak to Gamma Team. Captain Nog thinks very highly of their plan.
Okay.
Hello. We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the location of Iconia. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site on Denias 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconia will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconians' attention as early as we did. True, but if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off. The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Alright, so back to the holodeck.
Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes. If you would be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain, equipment, we need to talk.
Okay.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tyll'a can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Silan in the brig and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me? I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Datan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Datan, and we will finally be free.
Okay.
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors. Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Datan and his people are terrorists. If you join them, you will share their fate.
A destiny free from the tyranny of the Tyll'a. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they would allow us. I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Datan. I'll be proud to join them.
All right.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact. The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk. The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tyll'a. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about. The political calculus of the Quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
All right.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back. I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. But this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Datan has led many Romulans away from Tyll'a and her Tyll'a thugs. The simulation specifically mentioned Datan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Datan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have had enough of the Tyll'a's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more. If Datan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible. Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tyll'a wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
All right.
Target acquired and locked. Activating weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again. Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Yes, I think we have a problem.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
All right.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need to fix this. Borg ships decloaking. Red alert.
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
And yep, get to shoot the Borg. More of getting rid of the Borg.
Borg reinforcements on an intercept course.
AKA more Borg to shoot.
I'll keep the Krenim ship well out of Borg sensor range, while you go in and find out what happened. Hurry! More Borg will be arriving soon. I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry! The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time down there before you're unprotected. If that happens, this will be your new reality.
All right.
We need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe. Our focus is on restoration. There is a computer node in this area of the Unimatrix that should have what we need. Find the node and download all the data you can from the point where we made our incursion. That should help us find out how to fix this.
All right.
I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, it was a Tyll'a complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. I thought I was getting my home back, but now the Borg have taken it all away. This is like losing Romulus all over again.
Okay.
The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads.
All right.
The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg. I can't believe we were so wrong. Cover me! I'll override the door controls.
Stupid Borg.
Got it. We have to find a way to make this right.
Resistance is futile.
There. That's the access node console we need.
Okay.
Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg!
Okay, now we're dealing with severe Borg.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
You will be assimilated.
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated. Hakiv?
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. They adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to lose Romulus.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
More Borg on the way.
Yeah, let's cloak and get out of here.
Cloaking.
Okay, let's shoot these Borg and then... Yep, this is definitely a case of severe Borg.
Transfer the data. Hurry. We're under attack. Quickly. We're losing power. Send the data now before we lose temporal shielding.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved.
Alright.
Data is compressed and ready. Communications array is ready. Secure channel confirmed.
Data received.
The Borg transport network. The Borg will
It is a great risk. Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run simulations. We do not.
25%.
Targeting the transwarp network.
Firing the weapon. Now.
The Borg are gone. But so is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're
What?
gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love...
Okay. thinking I'm gonna try to finish the Iconian War storyline today.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs I don't remember making. Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more. It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this. Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
We put so much hope into using the Krenim technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations as well as any other option open to us. I have to have faith that we will find a way to defeat the Iconians.
Okay.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly, you made a mistake somewhere. I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate it.
Okay.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Krenim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to consider all of our alternatives. The war continues.
Congratulations,
and
General.
all of our warriors are needed to fight. One way or another, the war ends today. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defense. And perhaps, if we are fortunate, we will be able to turn back time. The war continues.
All right. That is at 2265. Nice. So let's go into this next story mission.
You are cleared for docking.
The High
command is still intact, and Kronos remains unconquered. Even so, this war cannot be won if we lose Earth. The Fortescue will fight until she can fight no more, as will I. If this is to be our end, then I will meet it with blade in hand and blood in my teeth. I can ask for no greater honor than to fight beside an ally who has shown this courage time and again.
Glad you're here. We've been fighting non-stop, and it feels like we're barely making a dent. Command says we're preparing for our last chance. I hope they have an ace up their sleeve, because I can't see a way to defeat the Iconians in a straight military battle. Whatever happens, just remember that you'll always have the Enterprise at your side.
Alright.
All these years of pain and strife, and it comes to this? I cannot believe that this is how we will end. Our suffering, our struggles cannot be rendered so meaningless. You know what we have been through. This bitter taste, this grief that washes over me, cannot be the last thing that I feel. We will rise again from this. We must.
Okay.
We have defeated one Iconian, but the cost to do so was too high. The Iconian forces are too numerous for us to sustain such a strategy. We have been forced to our last resort. The Krynim time ship has been modified, and we can use it to generate a portal to send us back to the ancient time of Iconia. Once there, we must prevent any Iconians from escaping the destruction of their home world. If necessary, we must kill the remaining Iconians ourselves.
We presumably failed at temporal incursion, changing things in the past while remaining in a bubble of temporally shielded current time. This allows the timeline to unfold as it will, almost randomly. My team and I have been working on an alternative method that will actually send someone back in time to the past, where they can directly affect the timeline and help to guide it along the desired path. We've been running some basic scenarios that leave us quite hopeful that we can aid in the original attacks on ancient Iconia to ensure there are no survivors for us to deal with in the present.
We cannot sustain this war. The Iconians will destroy or conquer every species in the galaxy if we do not stop them now. There is no guarantee that this plan will work, but if we do not try, we will certainly lose everything. Our long-range sensors have detected signs of transit from the Iconian spheres. The Iconians must be preparing their heralds for another large-scale invasion. We are gathering our remaining forces to make our stand. The Iconians have picked our next battlefield, and it is the Sol system. If Earth falls, we have lost this war. We have one move left to us, and it is to move this war to a battlefield of our own design. We will attack the Iconians in the past. We've identified that the Iconians were forced from their homeworld in an attack 200,000 years ago. We will take part in that attack and ensure there are no survivors to fight us in the present. Noi's team is busy reconfiguring the time ship. There are no guarantees, even with time travel on our side. We must hold out long enough for a ship to pass through a temporal portal. That means fighting this fight, and every other, until this technology is complete.
Captain, this goes against everything we stand for. Everything we've been fighting for.
You talk of honor, and duty, and freedom. All of these will just be words if we fail. We can try to live up to these ideals when we survive.
Alright, here we go.
You are cleared for departure. Good luck. I've gotten word from Nori. They've completed their modifications, and the Krenim time ship is on its way. We must hold off the heralds long enough for the Krenim ship to arrive and generate a portal. Once the portal is open, we will go back in time to ancient Iconia and try to change history. But first, we must survive long enough to do so.
Enterprise here. We've intercepted a group of heralds. Can you give us a hand with them?
Okay.
This is the USS Borg. Our attack group is taking heavy losses.
RRW Vivetrix responding to your call for assistance.
Yep, and now we get rid of some Iconian Herald ships. So yeah. I'm just trying to not die here. Because I am still cloaked. Now that I am, healed up, I can go back to dumping on these Iconians. Oh, shoot. That's a solar gateway. And the solar gateway got me. Okay, solar gateway's gone. And I can't shield drain on this character. I'm here for you, Cleveland. Meanwhile, Hug P is changing course to getting rid of these Herald ships. Yep, more Herald ships to get rid of.
The shipyards are losing integrity. We need someone on damage control, or we may lose them before the ships in dock can mobilize.
I'll send some of my people to help you.
Akagi here. We've restored main power. Thanks for keeping the gantries intact. Bringing the fighting 99th Attack Wing into battle now.
This is ESD control. We're losing life support and transports are offline. Lost main power. We're evacuating the crew.
Okay. I can't cloak. Can't get enough heals off. I am going down, unfortunately.
Chimera, all non-essential personnel are away.
Target's shields have failed.
yeah, we are getting these Iconians. And I just barely got the cloak off. And it's looking like I'm gonna die again. Yep. And I got a glitch cloak. Yeah, we're getting this. Okay, yep, here's more of them.
I told you I'd be back, and this time, I brought friends.
We've brought together forces from every quadrant of the galaxy.
respite to our advantage. Form up at the KIS Anorax. We must protect it long enough for it to activate a time portal. Once the portal is stabilized, we can use it to go back to Iconia's past, and hopefully undo this war before it starts. Our situation is desperate. If we fail here, Earth will fall, and Kronos won't have much hope of standing without it.
I am arriving with the time ship. We must protect it until the portal is stable.
Okay, so now we just have to hold position.
Keep the Iconians off of us. Entering coordinates have been identified. Bridge across space-time.
Yeah, we are getting this.
Just a little bit longer. Stabilizing the temporal portal so a ship can travel through it.
All right.
Energizing temporal emitters. The time portal is open and stable.
Go! Get through that portal!
Setting a course now.
The heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing. Hurry!
More gateways! An Iconian flagship is moving in!
This is the moment of your extinction.
Not today. Everyone, form up and cover our six.
Theirs not to make reply. Theirs not to reason why. Theirs but to do and die. Into the Valley of Death rode the 600.
Okay.
Evaluating astrometrics. Confirmed. We have traveled back approximately 200,000 years. Only our two ships made it through.
There are no signs of Captain Cogran or his ship. We will have to continue the mission without him. Perfect. This will give us a moment to get our bearings and figure out how best to prevent the Iconians from escaping their doom. There are only 12 Iconians that we've encountered, so trying to deal with just those 12 will be a much easier task than trying to take on this whole world.
All right. So, I am going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back.
Greetings of the whole to you, strangers, and welcome to Iconia. My name is Matara-Ren, and I am a herald of Matara. Before I can allow you to pass, I must scan you to ensure that your technology is of a sufficient level for you to be allowed access to our city. This will only take a moment. Your technology is sufficient, but your chronoton particles are substantially out of phase. Please follow me. You must speak to my mistress.
Remember why we are here. Every Iconian must die in the bombardment, and their technology cannot be taken. If even one Iconian escapes, this could all be for nothing. I recommend we begin by infiltrating their government building. We need access to their data and the gateway controls.
Alright.
You've seen the ruins of a once mighty empire. This is Iconia at the height of its power.
I apologize for the interruption, Honored One. These travelers have just arrived at our city. Their chronoton particles are out of phase, and per your instructions, I have brought them to you.
Thank you, Matara. You may return to your station. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Iconia. It is highly unusual to receive visitors with such unusual chronoton signatures, and yet we have had 2 in less than a cycle. Do you know a being named Cogrin? Wonderful. He will be quite pleased to reunite with you. You should be able to find him in the residential district. I imagine you passed through the same chronoton-charged nebula he did. That would account for the anomalous readings. Since you are explorers like Cogrin, I suggest you speak to Lemirin. She is the keeper of our world heart, a repository of all knowledge and a genetic record of the worlds we have visited. The astrometrics data in the world heart could prove quite useful to you. Do you have any questions?
Greetings, travelers. Are you explorers, or do you come seeking our wisdom and guidance? Either way, I apologize. I am rather occupied at the moment. Please, return later. I should have time to speak to you then.
Okay. I'd accidentally hit the help button there.
The changes we see in the Iconians are too great to be simple evolution. The Iconians shape themselves and the Heralds into weapons. Genetic engineering that is both efficient and terrible.
There's Cogrin.
You made it. Something must have gone wrong as we entered the portal that disrupted synchronization. I arrived 2 weeks ago. I remained cloaked, scanned the planet for several days, and then came to the surface as an explorer, seeking to open diplomatic relations with the Iconians. My ship is using the magnetic fields above the poles to help conceal its presence. The Iconians of this time are nothing like the ones we know. They are flesh, and appear to be friendly and peaceful, if a bit arrogant with those they see as lesser. Come. They will allow us to move through the city freely. You should see this for yourself.
Cogrin is either a fool, or he's being manipulated by the Iconians. Either way, he might jeopardize the mission. We'll need to watch him closely.
Someone's calling for help.
An injured herald. This could be a chance to learn about their physiology. Perhaps even find a weakness.
Heralds are open. Hello. Can you help us? My herald is injured, and I cannot leave him. I need someone to bring some healing supplies. Thank you. There should be a healer nearby.
Yep, of course you can heal a person.
Do you require assistance, visitor? Certainly. However, I do not detect any injuries or maladies in your physical form. What do you require? Oh, of course. It is our duty and privilege to care for our heralds. I will follow you to the patient.
We'll see who the lesser race is.
I have spent days among these people. They are very proud and very strong.
Thank you, Traveler. I appreciate your assistance.
The Iconians' affection for their pets is a weakness. We can exploit that.
I am not so sure. After all, we've seen how the Iconians will transform their pets. The Heralds are merciless killing machines. They have killed multitudes during this war.
Deaths that we will avenge here. No more waiting. We need to finish our mission. I don't understand why you're bothering to help these people. We need to find the gateway controls, sabotage them, and be done with it. This could all be over if you'd let it.
Clearly the Iconians have a highly developed sense of the aesthetic.
That's fine, but what we need is to know more about their technology. And we're going to a park.
When you have technology as advanced as the Iconians, wonders can be found anywhere you look. We should talk to that officer over there.
I see you are interested in this device. We are testing a new method of encryption. So far, it has proven to be most effective. To access the console, you must solve a series of problems that we believe only an Iconian could answer. Unfortunately, I fear the console is stuck in a testing phase, which is why I am protecting it. It may be a waste of time. You appear intelligent enough, but I doubt you or any of our other visitors could solve even the easiest of problems in the algorithm. I am not supposed to leave this area unwatched, but all of my heralds are performing other duties, and if Elmiran sent you, very well. Thank you, Traveler. I will not be long.
Hey.
just as I surmised. The Iconians are following their own version of the Prime Directive. They are attempting to protect lesser developed species from acquiring technology that they may not use wisely or well.
Not so fast. We've only heard one side of the story. I'd like to know what some of the other visitors here think about the oh-so-noble Iconians.
Okay.
We will gladly give you the medicines you require, but our genetic engineering technology is off limits.
The medicine will help with this plague. But what about the next one? We need the ability to take care of ourselves, but you won't give us the means to do so.
I am sorry, but we have extremely stringent rules about who can use our technology. There are many species who are not yet ready to use our gifts safely and wisely. One moment, Volkar. Yes? May I help you? Yes, I will take your opinion under advisement, but ultimately, this is an Iconian matter. You are simply another visitor on our world.
Okay.
We haven't made much headway trying to reverse engineer the gateways, but just imagine what we do with it.
Oh, I have. You can move an army in the blink of an eye. Think about what would happen if all these heralds just showed up on your planet. Oh, they'd take over in a day. I'm still trying to acquire some of their data. Have you had any luck yet?
Nothing yet. Despite all their openness and hospitality, the Iconians have everything on lockdown. Can't even get near the building where they keep the world hard without some herald stopping me. If I were the Iconians, I too would think twice about giving people like these advanced technology.
This doesn't prove anything. So the Iconians had their reasons for withholding technology. I don't care, and neither do their enemies. We know the bombardment is imminent. This world will be obliterated, no matter how much you sympathize with the Iconians. And don't forget what we're here to do. There can be no survivors.
Okay. Heading back to this next area. No, back to here. Uh-oh.
Tell your ships to drop into orbit above the polar region. My ship is cloaked there.
Excuse me, but I require assistance. We have lost contact with several of our colony worlds. I am attempting to increase the range of this communications console to re-establish the connection. But I need another set of hands to adjust the frequency while I attempt to dial in the proper network levels. All of my heralds are currently working on the evacuation. Would you be willing to help me?
Okay. There we go.
Curious. Our communications should be reaching the colonies, but I am not receiving any response to my messages. Something terrible must have happened. We were not concerned about the lesser races. Not at first. They were like children who wanted things they could not understand. It was our duty to protect them, to guide them. In time, when they were ready, we would have shared all of our gifts. I do not know. If the colony worlds have fallen, then I am sorry. Please excuse me. I must speak to our leaders.
We already know the evacuation did not save them.
But the gateway on New Romulus remained active for a time.
Then we must cut off that path, now, before anyone escapes.
Welcome, traveler. I apologize for my earlier absence. Do you have questions about our world? The attack is beginning. I thought we'd have more time. We must retrieve the World Heart and escape. Will you help us?
The attack is beginning. We must decide how to proceed. I have spoken to these people, walked their streets, shared their meals. Regardless of what we know they will do in the future, the Iconians of this time are not evil. They are peaceful. And they are guilty of no crimes, worse than standing up for their ideals. The very same ideals, I might point out, as the Federation's prime directive. You have walked the same streets as I, spoken to the same people. Can you allow them to die for crimes they have not yet committed? For my part, I find no honor in cold-blooded murder.
It doesn't matter what these people are now. We know what they will become, what they will do. The Iconians will destroy my homeworld. They will bomb the Archive in the Lena system and exterminate the Preservers. They will incite the Undine to destroy Keswick 4. They will attack our homeworlds, kill those we love, and threaten our very existence. And that changes nothing. We know what will happen. In our time, they are poised to destroy or enslave the galaxy. There is no choice. We destroy them now and save ourselves. You think I don't understand paradoxes? My mother came from an alternate timeline. I was born from a paradox. The universe will right itself. It always does. Besides, will the future we create here be any worse than the present waiting for us?
The World Heart contains all of our knowledge and all our genetic data. With it, we can rebuild. We have a refuge built for those who serve us. We shall go there.
Okay.
We should be able to access the gateway network from here. We could disable all of the gateways at once.
We offered Lemirin our aid. There is no honor in striking down an ally from the Hive.
The honorable thing would be to complete our mission and save our galaxy. Or do you not care about what happens to Kronos?
We need to transfer the World Heart to a transportable format. I'll need your help to initiate the download from that console.
All right.
The download is proceeding, but it will not complete before the invaders find us.
And got the green.
need to release the magnetic interlocks holding the core. I need you at the other console.
Alrighty. Which console are we talking about? This one? No.
More invaders. They must not take the real heart. We need to erase the mainframe memory banks. I will require your assistance.
Alrighty.
More aliens are coming. Protect me. Mainframe memory erased. The last step is to eject the world heart.
Okay.
I fear that was just the beginning of the violence. My people are few, and most of our heralds are elsewhere. Defeating a significant force would be costly to both sides. I know you are not one of the whole, and I have no right to ask for your assistance. But would you help us evacuate the city? Blessings of the whole upon you. We must gather as many of our people as possible and escort them to the gateway platform. Once we are there, I will open the path to our refuge. Many of our people already left for Colony Worlds, but we have lost contact with them. I fear the worst. I recommend we locate Tyll'a. She is our protector, and there are none who know the ways of our enemy as well as she. Tyll'a is a fearsome warrior and has kept our people safe for countless millennia until today.
Rescuing Iconians is not what we're here to do.
Perhaps it is. When we came back in time, we did not know what we would find.
Alright.
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia until my final breath. My people are weak. They have neglected the ways of battle in favor of science and art. They are philosophers. I do not wish for them to die, but they could have chosen the path of strength. I will die to defend them. I do not know if I can save them. I appreciate your efforts, stranger. Honor? Why should I care about honor when Iconian blood is being spilled on sacred ground? What honor have our enemies shown? They attack a peaceful world. Honor is meaningless. I appreciate your... You think it is pride that keeps me here? It is not for pride that I fight, but for dignity. I fight for my people. I appreciate your efforts, stranger. Your words have merit. If we go to the refuge, we can rebuild. There, we can plan our vengeance. No one will ever threaten us again.
She is a fool. She would let her people die so she could avenge them.
Vengeance is a powerful weapon.
Okay.
We will never forget this tragic day.
Alright, we're getting there.
Thank you. You have shown exceptional kindness and valor in this trying time. I will miss my home. Iconia is precious to us, but as long as the whole survives, we can use the world heart to rebuild.
Okay. Can't go that way because the path is ruined.
These are not a warlike people.
Not yet. That will change.
Bloodshed affects everyone differently. My people became warriors when an alien species threatened our home.
And the Iconians will become conquerors.
But yeah, we are making our way through this. Rest the dead.
Now I see your plan. We've won their confidence, gathered them together. Strike now, and we can eliminate them all.
Okay, here's some more enemies here.
The gateway is damaged. You will need to reroute the power and reinitialize the gateway open sequence.
Once I clear these guys out, then I will do that.
Didn't the others save the Iconians? Where are they?
They may already be here.
So, yep, just continuing to take these down, and another loot box.
We're losing ground!
We can't hold them off or...
That's it. Send them through.
No! This isn't our mission! You took everything from me!
The World Heart.
There's no time. The gateway is closing.
Only 12 of us are left. That crystal contains our civilization.
Tyll'a, stop! We are better than this!
I will remember this, Romulan. I will extinguish your people in payment for your treachery.
This has all played out this way before. I am the cause for Hobus.
Okay. Okay.
I know what you were going to say, but I did what I had to do for my people. I should have acted sooner. If I had, perhaps Romulus would have been restored. That can't... Taket! What have I done?
The Iconians have fled to Dewa 3, and the Gateway's console has been destroyed, so no one can follow them. Our fate may not have changed from our actions here, but we have done what honor demanded. We are not murderers. Whatever our future may hold, we will face it with our eyes open and our heads held high. We must return to our own time and see what effect our actions had.
All right.
We're initiating a tachyon burst to reopen the portal that brought us here. That should bring us back to the exact moment we left the present time.
The heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing! Hurry!
Captain Cogran to Alliance Fleet. Stand down. I repeat, stand down. You have the World Heart and the means to end this. Signal the Iconians. Show them we have it, and that we are the ones who saved them. This is our last chance to end this war.
Do you wish to surrender? A wise decision. How did you acquire that? That is not possible. But yet, I see the World Heart in your hands. It is time to end this. Your leaders, our unity. I have never had a chance to examine you closely, but now that you stand before me, I remember. You helped us, although it gained you nothing. You are the other. Hate blinded us. Fear of the unknown crippled us. Pain called out for blood in ever greater measures. The events of that day set us on this path. It grieves me to see where it has led. After we escaped to Daywalk 3, protecting ourselves became our sole purpose. We transformed ourselves, our whole, even our heralds, to prevent another tragedy. And we vowed never to trust again. I did, and it saved us. But we believed the other lost to us. And you were lost to time. And we preserved the whole by any means necessary. Indeed, we protected the whole against the lesser species who would destroy us if given a chance, who would steal what we would not give freely. And we did not mourn the deaths of those who were not a part of our unity. And then we faced you, a foe who would not yield, who subverted time itself in an attempt to destroy us. But instead, you showed compassion, even though you knew what would happen to your people if we survived. You helped us. You are a warrior, but you saw there was no honor in genocide. I am humbled in the face of such integrity. I shall be forever grateful to you for showing us the error of our ways. Whatever these creatures did in the past is meaningless. They killed our sister. They broke our unity. And for that, I will destroy. I will never forget what you have done, or what that creature, the Receiver, did. It will never
You could have destroyed the Iconians, but your compassion was more powerful than your rage. And seeing what one act can do, it gives me hope for the future. We have a lot to do to heal the wounds the war has left on us all. But we've survived the Borg and the Dominion. We can survive this.
There's a lot of work to be done now. We need to rebuild, recover, try to learn how to live in this new reality. But with people like you on our side, I know we can do it.
I thought this was it. The last day. And I was ready, but I'm glad my daughter didn't have to die in defense of the Federation. But I get to go home after this. We all do. Thank you.
We have much to do, but first, we will celebrate. Let the blood wine flow now that the bloodletting has ceased. There is more to being a warrior than vengeance and death. True honor comes from doing what is right, despite the personal cost. The Iconians will depart, and we will rebuild. Mercy has triumphed where weapons could not. Now I will try to find a way to share this wisdom with my people. Many warriors have fallen in this war. Those of us who remain must walk the path of honor.
I don't know what to say. I thought I was protecting our future. But instead, all this... It happened because of a mistake I made hundreds of thousands of years ago. I've made a lot of difficult choices in my life. And I didn't always consider the consequences of my actions. Today has made me wonder if there's another way. If I can be better than I am.
The war is over. Although we could not turn back the clock and restore the lives that were lost and the planets that were ravaged, we have ended the conflict honorably. You made the right choice. And that is not always an easy one to make. I would be honored to fight by your side again. Before that day comes, however, we must rebuild. There is already talk of new exploration missions. Perhaps we will find our next challenge among the unexplored stars.
We've detected an anomaly in the Azure Nebula. Because of the Tholian activity in that area, we're concerned they may be attempting to open a rift to the mirror universe. I need a ship to go out there and check it out.
Okay. Let's see what's in the Endeavor box. Oh, nice, nice. $289. Okay, that's going well. That's going well. This is an achievement. So, time to head back to Konos. Okay. Okay. So now, head over to Fedside. Okay. So, I'm starting with the reputation stuff. And crafting. And duty officer stuff.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Development 4. Nice. Get to Astro. Okay. 1, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 12. Okay. Okay. 4 replicators, 3 comms. Okay. Um. Ah. Here we go. Yeah, these are only on normal. Alright. Time to blast some Tholians. And why is there a Borg sphere here? And there we go. As far as mark packages, I'm going to go with the new Romulus package. 52 marks, nice. So, we still have Delta, Iconian, and Competitive that are lower than I would like. Alright, what's it giving me?
Listen up.
Starbase 1. Okay.
Here they come. We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel on civilians.
Yeah, so now we just blast Klingons.
amount of time before more arrive.
Alright.
Raiders and battle cruisers. The evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Yep, taking down all the Klingons.
The evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Yep, continue to get rid of Klingons.
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we could use an escort.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault. Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting! The evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover!
Just trying to reposition. So I can blast that Klingon battleship. think this is the last of the Klingons here.
That'll hold them off, for now. I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this kind of war.
Okay. Alright, let's do another one. Alright, what's it giving us? What's it giving me?
The situation is grim.
Okay, infected conduit. That's pretty good.
Scanning the nanite transfer.
Alright, here we go.
Additional data is available. The nanite probes can repair the transporters. Stop them!
Oh yeah, this is just going really well. class of Borg here. Is it counting that generator as a Borg vessel? Whatever, I'm destroying it. Yep. Alright, gonna do one more. Alright.
There are 2 active Borg transwarp conduits in this system, along with a stable spatial rift, which is emitting chronoton particles. The Borg.
Okay. Kettimer Vortex.
Your defensive capabilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shields and await assimilation.
Alright. Yes, this is basically Infected Conduit, just in a different layout. So I'm not going to complain about that.
We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own.
scanning now. I know the Romulans have
You will become one with the Borg.
Both transwarp conduits are destroyed.
And that is a mission complete.
Destroyed, but sensors detected several escape pods entering the vortex.
Okay. This looks good for now. There is one other thing I would like to do. Gonna head back to ESD.
Greetings, how can I...
Oh, nice. That is absolutely helpful. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna be stopping for now. Um, this has been a Tyll'achievements Star Trek Online interim video. And until next time, this is Tyll'a signing off. Thanks for watching.